Right, let's kick things off by considering microscopy. So I'm going to give you a brief overview to begin with as to how you set up a microscope in order to observe a slide. So first of all, you want to place your sample on the slide. You're going to add a dye, potentially a cover slip in order to get that sealed in. Place that slide on the stage of the microscope. Then you're going to use the lowest objective lens first of all. You'll switch the lamp on so that the light passes through the slide, and then you'll use the coarse dial to move the slide away from the lens. You must make sure that that lens on the microscope doesn't touch the slide, and then use that coarse dial in order to bring that slide into focus, and then you can start moving up to a higher objective lens so that you can really see that slide in a great amount of detail. Two words you'll hear talked about an awful lot with microscopy is both magnification and resolution. So starting with the term magnification, which you do need to be able to define, it's the number of times larger the image is compared with the size of the original object. Remember, you'll be able to calculate magnification using the equation image size over object size. Do make sure that your units align. It doesn't matter what unit you use, but if you want to go from millimeters to micrometers, you times by 10 to the 3. And then if you want to go from micrometers to millimeters, you times by 10 to the minus 3. So make sure that those units are going to cancel out nicely in order for you to determine the magnification. But what does the term resolution mean? Well, it's the ability to distinguish between two separate points. The greater the resolution, the more detailed the image. There are two main types of microscope, the light microscope and the electron microscope. The light microscope, if you're at school, might be one that you've used. Because of that, it doesn't require highly skilled people to use it. It's very easy to use, they're quite cheap to purchase. But what comes with that is that you have a lower magnification, times 2,000 times bigger, and a much lower resolution compared with an electron microscope. A light microscope can only distinguish between points 200 nanometers apart. One benefit of a light microscope, though, is that the samples can be live and you can see their true colour. Electron microscopes now these are huge, very expensive, very techy. You need a very skilled person to use an electron microscope. The images are in black and white, they can be coloured up afterwards. The samples need to be dead. However, they really come into their own when we consider the magnification. An electron microscope has a magnification factor of times 2 million, and it has a resolving power of 0.2 nanometers. This means you can see images in a very high amount of detail, and it allows us to see smaller structures that previously we weren't able to distinguish.